check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 and 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 2. We're in the building right now, ladies and gentlemen.
Check 1 2 and 2. You are now in the building with Coach K, and this is the Hustlers Journal podcast.
Listen up, boy, I be a coach, teaching how to think different with a new approach. I hope you're taking notes. Haters think it's jokes, they got me fired up, but they don't want the smoke. Life only grows in knowledge, they don't get the logic. It's the road less traveled that I got my mileage. I don't care for comments, show me your hustle. I'm only here to build your physical and mental muscle. There's some things you must do, better listen in. It's the Hustlers Journal, I'll show you how to win. I learned from the greats, plus my own takes. I'm the one people come to for losing weight. See, I aspire to inspire while you perspire. That's my empire. There's no time to quit, don't care how you're feeling. You better stand up when Coach K is in the building.
Mic check 1 2 and 2, ladies and gentlemen. You're now in the building with your boy Coach K, and this is the Hustlers Journal, another episode where we come to you live, interviewing two people who have created a dynasty. Just kidding. They're on their way to creating a dynasty because they are bringing the bands. And if you want to know how to build your booty, I'm going to show you right here. It comes in a package of 3, and we're going to talk more in detail about that. Of course, I welcome everyone, guys, to another episode of the Hustlers Journal. I know that people have been listening to different episodes since we brought things back. I'm trying to get more local businesses on here because it's definitely important, especially during this pandemic season, that we can get people to share their stories and also their business ideas and different stuff that can help us to continue to keep moving and progressing in the right direction. And definitely, if you want to move and progress your butt and your legs and your core and everything else in between here, me being as a certified trainer, these ladies definitely know what they're talking about when they came and introduced this product to everybody. I only started to see bands really start to jump once I got contacted by Briana, and then everything kind of started to jump from there. And definitely people have been on the bandwagon with these bands and with this product. So definitely going to introduce these ladies in a second. But first things first, I got to make sure that I shout out a local business in Montreal, because this is where we live, to make sure that everybody gets a chance to be heard. Again, as I mentioned, this pandemic season is just killing people business-wise. And I want to send a special shout out to Orange Cafe in Montreal. Okay, Orange Cafe is located at 4011 Boulevard de Carey in Montreal. Okay, they serve breakfast, lunch, dinner, and their options are now available through Uber Eats, guys. So please place an order, support your local hustle, support your local business. We're trying to get out there and just kind of share as much as we can. So you can check them out on Instagram at Cafe Orange MTL. You check out the website and their menu is there, orangecafe.ca. I ate there before they even closed. The owner, I know her very well. She's one of my clients, and she said, "Cream, can you please come before we shut down? Don't tell me you're going to come and then you don't show up." And I came, and they put the works out, and everything was great, and everything was tasting amazing, guys. So of course, now we don't have the same setup as before. You can't go sit in their restaurant, but you definitely can order something and continue to support local businesses in the area. So I want to send a shout out to Georgia and Jim and the whole staff there. One of the many businesses, as I mentioned, that's affected by the current pandemic. So continue to show your support to any local business in your community: bakeries, meal prep services, fitness trainers, dog walkers, seamstresses, pizzerias, you name it. Do your part and show support to your local hustle. Stop ordering on Amazon and order from someone across the street who has the same thing. Damn. Okay. Introduction is over. Let's get into this episode, because definitely I want to give time to these ladies to have a chance to speak. I told them from the jump, I'm only going to say so much in the beginning, and the rest is going to be up to them. So please welcome Briana and Joyce, the owners of Get Yourz, the resistance bands, going crazy right now in the city, guys. Welcome, ladies. Thank you so much for being part of this episode. How are you doing tonight?
We're good. First, thank you for having us.
Of course. The guys support. Got to make sure we support, let people know what's going on. I'll try to get my wife on this every day. I try to slip it on while she's sleeping, so when she wakes up, she just starts doing like
just a little bit bigger, right?
Clam shows right away. I'm like, I'm seeing some little changes there. I'm gonna get her on that in a second, though, for sure.
And that's the results once it's all said and done.
Exactly, and that's what we're trying to do. We're aiming to please, aiming to generate results. It's all about peach season. Everyone's trying to build peaches out here.
Yeah,
I see some sad peaches out there though, but definitely if you get yourself hooked up with these bands, start putting together proper workouts, definitely will make that happen. So it's a 1-2 combo. You have a trainer providing you the workouts. They also have free workouts that they provide on their Instagram as well. And you also have partnered with other trainers. We'll talk about that too. But definitely they have promo codes that you can check out as well. So make sure that you check out their Instagram, and we'll put all their details online for you guys to check out as well. So continuing, tell us about yourselves. How'd you guys meet? How'd you guys get started? How did this concept come about?
Right.
So basically, Briana and I met 3 years ago, working at the airport, working outside, doing the ramp stuff, loading luggages and all that.
Yeah.
We're the only two girls there, so we became friends very quickly. Fast forward 3 years later, we were going to the gym pretty often, like maybe I would say 3 times a week. We'd go to the gym, and
More
like
than that, actually.
maybe.
Yeah.
And like part of our exercise routine or sessions would include a band. But we were using the ones that you guys probably are all familiar with, like the plastic ones.
Yeah.
And yeah, they have like different strengths, like the red, the blue, the black. The black is usually the hardest and all that. But like somehow, some reason, we would be buying new ones maybe like once every month, once every 2 months, because they kept like snapping or they weren't that strong. And like, I don't know, maybe they're good for some people. You know, the thing is you could use those elastic bands for certain other exercise, like at the ankle, those are good for the ankles.
At the ankles. Yes.
At the like thighs, you can't use them, especially for Briana and I.
No.
We have big thighs. Like that wasn't working.
No,
you know, that
do lunges, forget it.
That kept rolling up, or like we would be in a spot, pass, snaps. Yeah. Be like, what again? Like,
and the amount of times that happened to me that I squat or I'm doing a lunge or a jump squat and the band just breaks. It's over.
But it's plastic.
It's the worst.
You know?
Yeah.
It's the worst. Because it works because, you know, if you decide not to shave your legs that one day and it rolls up on your legs, it's pulling all those hairs out. It's like Apple Stop Plus in one. It's terrible. I know. Continue. Yeah, go on. I know.
So Briana actually came up with the idea first. She's like, yo, I've been looking at these fabric bands, whatever. I'm like, yo, let's get on it. Like, at first we were just gonna buy like a set each and use it. We're like, how about like we make our own? Like, how about we brand it ourselves? Like, and she's like, yeah, that's a good idea, you know? Yeah. But like, both of us were in school. Like, this was probably a year ago. Actually,
a year and a half ago. Actually.
Right.
And we were both in schools, and it was actually during my exam time. And I'm like, okay, well, like. And I was focusing more on that. We were trying to create the logo, trying to create like something that meant something to it too. Like we didn't just want to make up a name and not mean anything. Like our logo, I don't know if you guys didn't see it. I have it here on the mesh bag. It's not like, it's clear, but it's clear on like our website. Over here, like you guys notice an hourglass. And over here, there's like a Y with the word Yourz like coming down.
Oh, okay. I see that.
So from that,
and the big
G around it. So from that, we wanted to just incorporate like, time is yours. Like it's up to you.
Yeah.
What you do with your time, like
time efficiency.
Not just working out. Like yes, that was like how we came up with all this.
Yeah,
like,
to be honest.
But like, get yours. Like get your workout, get your booty, get your bag, get your education, like anything. Just get yours. You know?
Oh, wow, I like that concept. That's amazing. That's cool.
Huh.
So we started off with bands, but like our goal is to just like maybe have like a center where it's a one-stop thing. You have your nutritionist, you have your kinesiologist. That's actually what I'm studying in right now. So like, so Briana's like has like kind of a business background, and I'm more of like the fitness background, you could say.
Okay.
So like she was able to set up all the business things, like contact the people to make them, send them the logo, like set up the pricing, negotiations, and all that. She was the one like who came up with the prices depending on people were buying them at this price and that price. Then we had then like all the COVID stuff, so the shipping like skyrocketed, almost double the price. I'm like, damn. So, but like we adjusted, whatever, you know.
Yeah.
But it's funny enough, I think that we started our business at an amazing time, because it happened. We started a couple of months before November last year, so let's say October-ish.
Okay.
We got our product really started selling December.
Okay.
4 months, couple months later, almost a year, we're to COVID drama, and everyone's staying home. Right. So that really, really helped push our business to another level, because it's a simple, affordable tool that takes your intensity of your workout from here all the way to the top, and you can benefit from not actually using the gym equipment at the gym. You can use this at your home, wake up 5:30 in the morning. Well, it's crazy, but I wake up pretty early and I get my workout in. So at 5:30, 5:45, I'm breaking a sweat.
Right.
I'm snapping my friends. I'm with the band. Yeah, this works so fun. I start work.
Somebody's got to do it. I hear you.
Exactly. So I'm an early bird. I like to wake up, get my stuff done. I get my workout in at that time, and I use the bands, and I get a super, super effective workout, not actually having to be at the gym.
Like, it's not the same as weights, but it's a pretty good alternative. Seeing how, like, I tried to buy weights on Amazon. I tried to buy weights at like Walmart and all that. There's none. Like, I can't find none.
Nothing. And if I did find them, the prices were skyrocketed.
Right.
Because of COVID, and everyone was buying weights at that time. So this was another alternative that, one, I saw benefits, I saw results, and it was easy. It's maybe like 4 or 5 coffees in a week that people spend. You can use that, save that money, and you buy a band.
True.
You're set.
True.
3 levels, you will use that for months and months.
So I have multiple bags of these because I gotta make sure I support these local businesses. So we have the tell me the colors, because listen, every time I say this is pink, my wife goes, no, it's purple.
It's purple.
I'm like, it's pink. She goes, no, it's purple.
We want the colors to be like unisex,
Okay.
Yes, it's like more women uses, but we didn't want it to just be women, because come on, we just to give a workout to males.
For sure. So you have the lightweight is the light color. This color is what? Don't tell me it's blue, or is it blue? I guess it's kind of blue in the camera now.
I think it's blue.
It's light blue.
It's like a light blue. Okay, and then you have gray, and then you have purple. Okay, so the light blue is more for like what would you more beginner?
More beginners.
Beginners, or I put this on my ankles sometimes.
Okay.
This is good. Like you could put both hands on the wall, you put it on your ankle, and you're doing like straight leg kickbacks type of thing. Standing straight leg kickbacks.
Okay.
But I mean, my mom uses this. My grandmother uses this. My grandmother uses this. Just like she's sitting on the couch, I gave her a bunch of seated exercises to do. She feels better. Her knees feel a bit better.
That's good.
But this is what I like. I'm not gonna give my grandmother this. It's hard for me. This so.
You give it to your grandma. She might surprise you, because she might be able to just bow. She's saying, Joyce, Joyce, you okay?
You never know. She can build up.
You never know. That's amazing. So, so you went through researching, I'm guessing, like the fabrics. Is there a research process to it, or you just like you requested a bunch of companies and said, let's just test this out and see how it works?
When we were researching it, we did ask for samples. So it wasn't, I'm going to pick this one and he's great, price is great. No. I had to ask for samples, made sure that the product that I was getting, the product that we are putting our name on, is great. Is legit. It's legit. Exactly. Right. So I didn't want to put my name on a product where it's not good.
For sure.
It breaks. It has no durability. For the product that we're offering, you're getting on a great price and you're getting a great quality product.
For sure. That's amazing. Listen, already like 7 minutes in and I'm blown away by this whole thing, because you pretty much broke down like how you guys got started into something. Obviously, when people start a business or when they have an idea, there's a lot of things that they run into, obstacles, challenges, difficulties. We mentioned COVID, pandemic being a scenario, but actually worked out to the better for you guys. What kind of obstacles did you face in getting this started?
Oh, an obstacle I think we faced was that Joyce, my lovely friend, is not, I could say, she wasn't Instagram savvy.
Okay.
If that makes sense. So as we all know, Instagram uses like an algorithm, like aesthetics, how you post, what time you post. things like that. So
I don't know none of that.
She didn't know any of that.
That's okay.
It was like, Briana, why are we posting at this time? Or why does it need to be like this? And I'm like, okay, you're gonna see.
Post like random stuff. Like,
yeah.
This nice picture. I'll just post
captions, whatever. No
hashtag. Any pictures taken by a shitty phone, a good phone, whatever. You know,
anything.
I mean, iPhone 5, taking pictures, posting, like, what, you know.
But you know, now she has literally stepped her game up. I'm so proud of her. Stepped her game up from 0 to 100 on just understanding the game.
But me, I wasn't used to that, like all these captions, all these like things, the flow and all that. I was like, yo, like that's important because like you need to. If people are gonna look at this and this disorganized and like, I don't know, it needs to look nice. You need to just like.
Sure.
I don't want to say you need to sell the product, but like.
In a sense, yeah,
it needs to look
exactly
good.
what you're doing.
You also need to give ideas. Like, I have some workouts on there. We made a workout guide. That took enough time because I wanted to make it look nice and like to Photoshop everything. I want to make it look nice, you know.
So you have a downloadable guide that you can get through your website, or when someone purchases the bands.
It's just free on a website, but it's a very, very basic thing. Like,
basic guide.
Very basic. It's just for people who are like, yo, what's this band? You know, what is it? What do I do with it? Because I was like showing it to my aunt. My aunt's like, well, what's this? You know, like she doesn't know what it is.
Right.
Not everybody's in the fitness. So
I would show it, and then like, yo, when you're at home, if you don't remember what I said, just go on the website. There's one little tab saying, how do I use it? Click the download PDF. Basic. There's instructions and pictures.
Yeah.
Okay.
The basically the diet, like the guide gives you a foundation.
Okay.
So for you to be able to build on your own, because
they're just like single joint exercises. Like it's not necessarily a workout, you know. I wouldn't say, oh, this is a workout here. This is your workout. It's like ideas to give you, and you kind of change them, and you know.
Okay, got that. So everyone who's listening to this and everyone who's watching this as well, because it's me live on YouTube also, you can go onto the website, how to use the bands, click the download, you get a free guide to lay out the basis of how to use the bands, because there are some people who I've seen people in the gym, you know, obviously using these bands or using them in different ways, and you know, there's different varieties of things that you can do. You can use them on your arms and stuff. I know some people do it for chest workouts and shoulders and stuff like that too. So there is a lot of variety that you can add to that. That's amazing. It's amazing that you guys are able to provide things and you think of those things in advance, because often, you know, someone will start something and then they go, you know, I should have done this, and they don't realize they still have time to include that as well. Which is amazing. So you had some challenges, you hit some snags in the road here and there, but overall, obviously things have been progressing in a great direction. So when you had to sit down and decide, okay, you know, the rollout, the colorway, this, like, what was the thought process that you went through to make these things happen?
Well, honestly, I would like make something, I would send it to Briana, like, you like? She's like, either not or like, I'm with it,
I'll give her tips.
Honestly, she's like, we're both not like complicated, you know, like if it's nice, it's good, next. Yeah. You know? Right. Like just like on the logo, we dwelled a bit on it. I'm like, yo, is it really like, are people gonna actually see what we're trying to draw? She's like, you know what, if they see it, they see it. Mm-hmm. If they don't, they don't, you know?
Right.
It was
we were sending the logo to so many people. Half of the people were like, I see exactly what it is. I see exactly what you're trying to say.
It was like a 50-50.
But some people are like, oh, what is that? Is that a ribbon? Like, no, it's not. You know? Like, it's not. But it is complicated. I do understand. Like, if I would look at it right away, it is a bit complicated. You know, a band twisted into an hourglass with the Yourz dripping down, you know. But it's cool.
But you see it, like now when you see it, you actually see, you go, okay, I see where everything comes in.
You'll notice it right away.
Yeah, and then understanding the background of how everything kind of started from there. So obviously when you have a product like this, you have to get it out there as much as you can. Like, what avenues have you used other than Instagram to promote your product?
Family, friends.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, my mom is the biggest promoter.
Word of mouth.
That's good. That's good.
My mom is the biggest. My mom.
Yeah, shout out to her mom.
Mom goes to like 4 different gyms. The bands are being sold in all those gyms.
Yeah.
I'm proud of your mom for dropping that information out there. She's like, my daughter got these guys, buy them right now.
We also partnered up with BuzzFeed.
Okay, cool.
BuzzFeed bought a bunch of those and they were selling them in 5 different locations.
Oh, nice.
And you were able to rent them. You were able to rent them at BuzzFeed too, because but obviously that stopped
pre-COVID.
That was
like,
right
before
before COVID. They bought a bunch to rent out. But I mean, they're still holding on to them. Obviously, hopefully, when everything
kind of jumps back into the swing of things. That's amazing. Partnerships is a way to go for sure. I know you've also partnered with some other trainers as well that are representing your brands very, very well. What was it like to kind of like recruit trainers? So, sometimes I get approached by people to say, hey, can you like promote my product and stuff? And I'm like, all right, cool. I have to check it out first to decide if I want to really put my name to that. I know that when you approached me and said, hey, would you like to try the bands out? Could you promote us? I said, oh, for sure, because resistance bands are necessary. But like, what kind of steps did you take to go through that? Did you stalk people? Did you stalk them on the thing and say, yo, you need to grow your peach a bit more, you grab these bands? Or was it like you knew them from before and then you reached out to them and got them to help you out?
It was a little bit of both. I want to say, when we were doing, for an example, we were doing a photo shoot in the summer at Beaver Lake.
Okay.
That's Beaver Lake, right? We saw this girl working out. She had a great body, great peach. And we like, hey, would you mind taking a few pictures for us and representing us? Sure. And she was absolutely for it. Wow. It was professional pictures. We sent them to her so she could also share them with her friends. And we got our own promotion out of that as well. In terms of contacting people on Instagram, that went a few ways, to be honest. There were some people that, but
it's expected,
it's expected.
Like they don't we're not some big company with 1 million followers or whatever. Right? You don't have all these cool marketing things. Like, you have to realize that it's just us two girls and that's it.
Just trying to make a buck. Like, I don't have $500 to pay you per post, right?
Oh, like that you mean? Okay.
Yeah, there was people like that.
We had to find people like you, the Morano girls. Those girls are awesome.
Awesome. Shout out to them.
Yeah, for sure.
We had to find people like that who we feel that they actually care about the bands. They care about we're two girls from Montreal, not just people that. And I understand them too. Like, they're not going to promote a product just to for someone else to gain. Obviously, they have to gain too, and we compensate everybody. But we're not able to compensate them more like bigger companies, bigger brands. You know?
Yeah.
So that's where it was kind of hard because you had people who, I want to promote your bands, but I want you to pay me per post.
No, but a lot more than we were offering.
Yeah, a lot more than we were offering.
For some people, we took the risk, and some people we didn't. But it's expected,
Yeah.
We can't expect everybody like, yo, I'm on board with you.
Yeah.
Let me promote your stuff.
Because not everybody's gonna see the vision. Not everybody's gonna see the end goal, and that's something we were completely okay and ready to deal with.
That's a good attitude to have. So, I mean, every company, every business. I'll tell you real quick. I told myself I wasn't going to talk that much, but when I started as a trainer, my wife, she wasn't a hater, not at all. She just was like, "Yo, if you're going to start this, you better finish." And I said, "All right, cool." And at first, she was kind of like, "Man, training is a luxury." And I started this like 12 years ago, and I said, "You'll see." Now everybody and their grandma's a trainer, and I said, "Look at that." Had I not started when I did, I would have missed out on what has come, what I've been blessed to experience, of course, right? So who of the people that you showed this to didn't see the vision to see that this is actually going somewhere? Like, I guess you could say, you have to name names, but like, do you guys have a hater list of people who are like,
I don't think so. We just got like some feedback like, oh, why would I help you? I'm like, so it's not even about that, it's just like, but whatever, once we saw it, we're just, whatever, There was more people who wanted to help us than not.
Okay,
so
I want to say there weren't many haters.
Okay.
No,
there weren't many haters that we have personally dealt with. Even our friends, like a lot of all of our friends support our business and our bands, and I wouldn't say that we had people if we probably do have people that don't believe in our business, but they haven't expressed that to us.
There's also nothing really to be like, oh, I don't like this company. Yeah, we have bands. They're good bands. They're not gonna break on you.
They're for everybody, black, white, Asian, he, she, whatever. Like everybody can use the band. Like there's no hate in terms of our product, you know. We want everyone to be able to utilize that time that they have, not just, you know, do nothing with it. That's the whole point of Get Yourz, is to be able to utilize that time. So whether you're an alien, you know, as long as you're utilizing your time, that's all that Get Yourz, that's all that matters.
Right.
Plus,
so you guys, you want to apply that concept to, basically the concept applies to everybody, like you mentioned, and everything, which I thoroughly like about your concept and your ideas. That where you got the idea from, I'm like, I didn't even think of that. You know, a person would just right away just think, oh, fitness, but you're not realizing like there's a basis to the name and why you guys chose the name and the logo and stuff, which is,
like, as I said before, like to open up a fitness center to get everything you need, like get your nutrition, get your rehab, like a physio, you know, that type of rehab I'm talking about. Like get your proper workout program. Even like I would want to have a specialist in like seniors, you know, that's what I'm studying in also, like because you know there's not a lot of research on like specific exercises for seniors. People don't know the benefits of how it could actually like reduce frailty and increase your bone strength. People don't like understand, or not understand, people just don't
I don't think they really know
the benefit of it, you know. I mean, I didn't really either until like my program is 3 years. Like I've been studying this for a long time now, you know. Like in every class we learn the benefit of exercise, and it's just like, wow. Like, everyone who I talk to who doesn't exercise, I'm like, hey, but you guys know you guys don't even need a lot of exercise. 20 minutes a day, just increase your blood, just like, you know, get your heart moving a bit. It saves you from all the diseases, all, you know, like I go off.
A whole list, when she's in her little thing.
But it's good that I mean, that you tap into the senior, looking at seniors things, because as we've learned through this pandemic situation, a large part of our population are seniors. And exercise and activity is important, especially because they're going to be at home or in a home for a period of time. That's a smart direction to go with things. Wow, you guys are, listen, these ladies, I knew, not to say I questioned whether you're smart, I knew the ladies had it down pat. When I saw the bag and I saw everything came together, I'm like, these ladies know what time it is. But just hearing this now makes me more go, if you haven't yet, listen, I'm gonna tell this to everybody right now. Guys, if you haven't yet purchased yourself Get Yourz bands, please do so. Support your local hustle. These ladies know what they're talking about. They know what they have. They got 3 different colors. Guys, you can use this too. I'm gonna make sure I mention this like multiple times so that people understand what time it is, because it's like money. It's like money in your hands right now. This is like money in your hands, fellas. If you want to really help your girlfriends out, trust me, buy them a pair.
Yes, I've been telling them.
You too, not just your girlfriend.
You know what I'm saying? Like you guys can both do it. Like, honey, let's do it together, and just watch her do it. And magic happens. So, since you started with this, what have been like the best transformations that you've seen? Have you gotten transformations or any sort of like significant improvement or reviews from clients who have used it and said, yo man, I did this and I got stronger here, or this happened? Like what type of reviews have you gotten?
Not only have we gotten client reviews, so I've had a lot of people tell me that the bands are fabulous. They work amazing and they love progressing. So they'll take it a little slow at a time, because I think the bands are a little bit stronger or a little bit more intense than your average ones that you would buy. I would say. So I find people take a little bit more time with them. And personally, for myself, I've been using the bands. I've lost 45 to 50 pounds using the bands. My ass has gotten huge. Well, not huge, but like way bigger than when I started. So I am like,
talk.
Like I'm telling you, I wouldn't advertise a product that I don't feel works, especially to my friends, to my family. Like I know my product is legit because I've seen the results myself.
For sure.
So I can have no complaints on my end of that at all.
That's amazing. And Joyce, your mom being the biggest promoter, has she seen, I'm not trying to say I'm trying to creep on your mom, but like has your mom seen like significant change? Your grandma, you know, soon we'll be stepping up to the purple band real soon. Like
yeah, no, my grandma, I just give her the blue, and I don't want her to go onto the media she's Superwoman and just do all kinds of stuff, you know. You stick to the blue one. But my mom, she actually used, like, she goes to well, she used to, but she used to go to it's a studio in the East End, Yoga Lounge, Montreal.
Okay.
And they use the bands in her class. And like at first she was using like the whole class uses them, and she was telling me the whole class like started like at the light one, and now they're mostly at the medium. And even my mom, like I see her at home now, she's like uses the purple for some for some exercises also. I'm like, wow, you're using that, like that hurts for me, like
yeah, right.
And my sister's looking at her too, like, why you're using that, like what? And then my dad's looking at her like, oh, it can't be too hard. He puts it on. He's like, oh, I can't move. I can't even move.
That is awesome. Wow, that is amazing. I love hearing success stories like this, and people love hearing them too because it gives them confidence in themselves. So obviously you had to ask yourself a lot of questions when you guys got started. You had a lot of fears and stuff you had to come. What was the biggest fear that you had, other than like not having people support your product, which you knew was going to happen, but what was one of the biggest fears that you had when you started this?
Well, not maybe a fear, but just like a concern. Like when we had the band, we didn't try it out for like a long period of 6 months before like we bought a bunch. We didn't know the long-term effects on the bands, you know? Yeah. I mean, like we hoped that they were good enough quality and all of that, which thankfully they were, or else that would have been really bad on us.
Yeah.
But like we didn't know if there was gonna be like I don't know. We don't know what would happen to the fabric after all. And but honestly, they're washable. Like I put mine in the wash. Like it's fantastic. So that was maybe a concern, but like a fear, I don't know.
I didn't really have any fears.
Like we're just like, yo, let's do this. Like we have nothing to lose, you know. Worst case, we're stuck with a bunch of bands, whatever. Yeah.
And I think also too, well, I mean, for myself, I don't think I experienced really any fears because we have as friends, we have a very strong bond.
Right.
And we're able to communicate very effectively with each other. Like if there's something that, you know, I don't really like, or if there's something that she doesn't really like we're able to compromise our ideas. Like we're not stubborn on certain things, but like, you know, but more or less we're able to come together and like find a solution to whatever problems that we may have. Like if we do disagree, we'll meet in the middle. Right. And like that's good for both of us. Right. So I don't think I don't know. Did you have any fears? Besides that, I don't think I ever.
You have any fears?
No fears.
Just like,
that's good.
We're just ready to start, get it head first. Like let's go, let's do this. You know, utilize the time. Again, back to the slogan.
Time is yours.
Time is yours.
Get yours.
Time is yours, and time is of the essence. Wow, this is awesome. So right now you're in Montreal. Do you have plans to expand, going a little bit further, maybe out of the city, like Toronto to the US? Do you have customers, you know, in other places too, or is it just mostly Montreal?
We actually have orders from BC and Toronto.
Nice.
We have one of our promoters who's actually in the States.
Okay.
Yeah, she's in Ohio.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's in Ohio.
Yeah, it's Ohio.
Yeah, she's in Ohio. She's doing a bunch of stuff over there. But yeah, I mean, Canada, we have Toronto and BC, kind of a few sales from there.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
We have a trainer in Toronto that helps promote them too.
Cool. And what's your concern with like competition? And the reason why I ask this is because when a person starts a business, that's often ends up being kind of like, oh, but what about competition? What if they have something better than us? Like, how are you guys able to overcome that and still manage to produce or start a company and to produce the products that you have?
Like at first, when we came up, it was like a brand new idea. You know, there was only like one or two other companies that I heard that even had these.
Yeah.
So when we started, like ours were the cheapest ones on the market, you know?
Oh, yeah.
So like compared to other brands, it was like $23 more some other companies. And they were like, wow.
I think I saw a company selling a set of 3 on Amazon at the time. That was a year and a half ago for like $69.99.
Oh, wow.
$69.
Same bands probably, but they weren't popular, you know, people, it was the only few companies. fast forward like 10 months, there's a bunch of these companies selling them for like much cheaper than we're. So we're like, yo, we're still in a position, like, what do we do? We're still paying this price for them. Like, we don't have, you know. But we kept it the same, more or less.
Yeah, we haven't been.
But it's good. It's good.
I think we not only did we think of the price, but we also thought of the consumer. Like, I personally wouldn't be buying bands for 3 bands for $69.99. I would never. I would never break my pocket for that. I'd rather, that's like 2 months of a gym membership right there. Right. I would never do that, right? So we also had to keep that into account, that we didn't want to have our prices too high where we scare off the customers, and we didn't want to have them too low where you don't see the value in the company and the product that I have. Sure. Right. So it really was a balance in between the middle of trying to figure out how we should place it, how we should get into the market. So that part was a little difficult. I'm not going to lie. We had to change our prices a few times and here and there. Wow. And offer
because the goal of all this, like, we're not like taking it and cashing in. The goal of all of this is to take this and like create something bigger. Yeah. You know,
bigger and better.
Like, all of this profit I'm making from these bands is gonna go into something bigger and bigger and bigger. You know, work towards our center, work towards other projects, hopefully new products that we're trying to figure out right now, but it's kind of difficult right now
with COVID and shipping.
But like, all of this is working for us to build something else, you know. So we didn't want to decrease it too much, because we're like, so then what are we doing all this for?
Yeah.
And
because it has to make sense somewhere. Like, you can't be getting a package of bands, let's see, I don't know, whatever you pay for it, and then the margin is so small. It's like,
yeah, exactly. I still wanted to make more money, but the money I'm making is not in excess. It's because I have a goal that I'd like to reach, but also still provide quality products and great price to the consumers.
For sure. So a lot of things you guys touched on in this short span of time that has opened my eyes to really realize, like, putting product out obviously is not something that's easy. Obviously, you have obstacles and challenges, but a lot of it starts with belief that you're capable of delivering something that people will not only enjoy and use, but the timing of it comes at a great time. I mean, like I said, when you approached me about it and said, "Hey, would you like to try our bands out and represent us?" I'm like, "Sure, no problem, of course." I like seeing small businesses and be like, "Oh, I see someone starting something. Let me just give them some shout out." I don't, because my view of things, and there are a lot of people who think the same way I do, and I do believe that you ladies think the same way, is that you don't have to do it for something. You just do it because you want to, because you see that everyone's out here just trying to get their own, like, I never have an issue. I remember when I started doing interviews, I started doing a podcast, I was doing video interviews before. My wife was like, "Why would you interview other trainers if that's taken away from you?" And I said, "It's never taken away from me. It's helping them, which in turn helps me." Yeah. Because it gives me an opportunity to practice doing something that I want to work on, gives them a chance to expose themselves, and then it's a trade-off. So they might get 10 customers as a result of an interview, but who knows what could come down the pipeline from that. So when you were mentioning that, well, people are like, "Oh, well, you're not like, this ain't a Kardashian thing, so I ain't trying to get that. Like, you guys gotta pay me some money." You think to yourself, like, who are you? You know what I mean? But like you said, that's the way people kind of move, and it's unfortunate, it sucks. But regardless, you guys were able to overcome that and still keep things moving from there. Do you have other merchandise other than bands? I mean, I've only seen on the site bands. You have your single set, you have your triple set. Do you have shirts coming out? Do you have like
That's the plan.
That's the plan. That's what we're working on 2021 to get things rolling. Because we were so new, I would say, at the beginning and just starting the business, we put a lot of effort into understanding and, making sure that things were flowing. Now that we have that foundation, we can build from there. So we can take things to the next level with the experience and the knowledge and everything that we've learned in the past year and a half. So we can take that to the next level now. For sure. And I think it's great.
That's awesome. So, like, who do you look at other product owners, like, or I guess the question I'm trying to find is, like, who inspires you to continue to do this, to keep going? Like, is there anyone that you looked at first and said, I see this person doing this, like, I really like the way that they do this, I'm gonna try this too, or was it just, or is it like you kind of go off of each other?
I think it's a mix of the two. We go off of each other, but our reason why we're doing this is so strong that we never lose focus of that. And that's why we've been able to just do what we're doing now, because I know that at the end of the day, like, yeah, maybe this Instagram person this influencer that I'm talking to, maybe they don't want to be an influencer for me, but that's fine. I'm still going to continue doing what I need to do, because I know, maybe if it's not this year or next year, 2022, that my center will open and I will be able to change the lives of other people and inspire them. And, you know, in turn, those people will help change other people, and just creating a better community, a better place, a more efficient, that's all we want to see in our future. Be able to create healthy people and people who are actually utilizing the time that they have instead of, you know, doing nothing. And quarantine, coronavirus has literally taught us that. Utilize the time that you have in order to get yourself better mentally, physically, emotionally, whatever it is you need to overcome. You have that time. Take advantage of it now. And that's what we want to share with the world. So yeah.
That is like, I'm just taking it all in. I'm just going,
yeah,
y'all are speaking my language here. I love it.
We paired a whole bunch of stuff. So
no, but that's awesome. That was good. That's it. That's awesome that you both have the same attitude and you share the same energy towards it. I mean, like there are a lot of people who want to do things and partner with people, but the vision is there for a period of time, and then it's kind of like But the fact that you're able to come together and like compromise and figure things out because you both have a goal. The goal is bigger than you.
Yeah, absolutely. That's exactly it. Like the goal's way bigger than us, and if I can reach that goal and touch as many people as possible, I think we'd be happy.
Like I think we both like we have this idea of our like the whole center in our head, and like, you know, when you have something in your head, you just like subconsciously work towards it. You know? So, you know, even if the bands don't sell, let's say for a few days, okay, whatever, you know, we have the rest of the month, we have the rest of the week, we have the rest of like, you know, the rest of the year.
How can we change it? How can we get sales?
As long as like we continue to do it and we're like subconsciously working towards our bigger goal, and that's it. Like,
the universe will reward us.
That's it. Yeah.
So what would you say is the formula? I mean, obviously success is happening for you right now, and it continues from there. And I really hope that it continues going forward into this year, next year, going forward. Considering the fact that we're only in 2020, the year just started. The heck, we're only halfway through the first month of the year. What would you say is a formula if a person really wants to start doing something? What three qualities do you think that you'd say that they need to have to make that happen for themselves?
Oh, one, organized. Oh yeah, organized. Okay. 2, perseverance. Perseverance, because not everything is going to happen overnight. Not everything is going to happen the first try. And I would say 3, gratitude. Grateful for where you are, grateful for how you progress, because I think a lot of people don't stop to reflect on where they've come.
Right.
And I think that's a big part of the process on seeing how far you can get once you realize, hey, I was just there just yesterday, and look where I'm at now. So.
Also, like, just being great, like for the first month or so, like everybody who bought our band were like, oh my God, yes, we got to sell. Like, we were grateful for them. We send them messages, like they're like, yo, we love your bands and all that. We're like, we love this. Like, keep sending us stuff, keep sending us your pictures. Like, like every time if we contacted someone and they were with it, like we were grateful for them. Like, we didn't take that for granted that people were ready to work with us. Like when you said yes, we're like, yes, this guy's with it.
Yeah,
like,
we were so pumped.
Like, like it's
oh man,
not stuff that like just came. Like we had to. And I was not used to that. Like, I don't know nothing about these influences things and whatever, you know, like I'm not like I don't know what that is, but like I had to kind of learn, and I had to ask other people that do this. So what do you even tell them? Like, how do you even go about the pricing? How do you even go about compensating them? Like, what do you do? Anyways, we learned all of that, but because honestly, nowadays, like Instagram, the social media whole platform, like we have a crazy advantage now.
Right.
It is crazy how many things are being like promoted and just like shared just on Instagram.
For sure. And we're always encouraging people to share wherever you can, for sure.
That's it. So we learn how to use it, and that's it.
That's awesome. That's amazing. Now, question about social media, because okay, I'm gonna go into this because this often ends up being a topic of conversation whenever I speak to persons in fitness, trainers, influencers, or product handlers like yourselves. So obviously, social media gets such a bad rap a lot of times because of the energy sometimes that people put out, the vision, the view that people put out. What differentiates? Like, a better way to ask the question, how do you guys keep everything on like a side of being humble and not kind of being showy and not featuring the wrong things to kind of turn the attention the wrong way? Like, how do you guys are able to hone in and put it together so that it doesn't send out the wrong message, basically?
So why? Well, because to be honest, when people think of bands, they think of booty, right?
Yeah.
Like the first thing people think of.
Yeah.
And I think trying to show that these bands not only will grow your booty, but can help you in other aspects. I think that's where we kind of try to fall on the lines of, like, if you realize, like, on our page, it's not just booty, 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 booty.
Right.
It's a little bit of everything.
Right.
So it's like we're trying to take from everything to be able to create a bigger picture.
For sure.
I guess that's how you can say we try to remain humble, because it's not just ass that we're talking about. It's more of like, core, or chest, or arms, or shoulders.
Like, yes, it's all about that, but it's just like, even if you're not doing it to see a big difference, you're just like, it's an equipment and you can intensify your workouts.
Yeah, for sure.
And like, I'm not saying body weight workouts aren't effective. They could be hella effective. For sure. But just the band even adds a bit more, like, it's less boring, I guess you could say.
A lot of intensity.
It's cool, like, let's do a kickback, I'll really feel, instead of doing a kickback without the band. Like, it's much less effective, obviously, doing it without the band.
For sure.
It just adds a bit more to your workout, especially since we're doing it from home.
Okay.
No.
So a lot of the stuff that I mean, looking at your site now, a lot of stuff that you have shared as far as like the message you're sharing is not everything having to do with your butt. Yeah. And the reason why I'm saying that, why I'm asking that, is because we know that these days, anytime someone is promoting something, they often have to put that in there because essentially it sells, right?
It does.
Yeah, sex sells.
Yeah, but ideally, you ladies are not taking things in that direction. Like, how hard is it to not go that direction, knowing that for other people it's been successful? Obviously, you've been successful at what you've been doing thus far. How do you kind of go, okay, we could do this, but like, is there a decision, like guesswork that's done?
The people we have helping us, like, bring this product further don't have that type of personality either. Like, the people we have are people with, like, your vision also, like,
right.
It's not just to look better, it's like to feel better, just get moving type of thing, so true. If we have people with your type of personality, they're not going to promote that,
Right.
So we're not gonna message just everybody and anybody, like,
right.
You want to help us and all that.
No.
Because they have to be about it. They have to have that fitness background.
Yeah.
Right.
We don't just choose influencers based on their followers or
numbers and stuff like that.
Yeah, their numbers. Like, it's really based on how they portray themselves on social media as well, on how that can help aid in our creating a better image for us, to be honest.
For sure. Wow, ladies, listen, this has been an educational course for myself and anyone else that's listening and is watching this. Like I mentioned, this video will be available on YouTube for people to be able to check out. Once again, thank you, ladies, so much for being part of this episode. I think it's amazing. Again, we're doing all that we can to support local businesses out there. People, if you are listening and listening well, okay, get yourself a pack of bands. They come in a pack of 3. They come in single bands as well. You can find them on the website, getyourz.ca. They are expanding everywhere that they can, and they're making things happen. And they started this from their living room. Which definitely
from the
couch we're talking to them right now. That's where everything started. And it just goes to show that when you have an idea, when you have something that you like to deliver, you should not be shy about it. put it out there, see what happens, and you will see how things will kind of line up for yourselves. But it all starts with belief. It all starts with the right vision. It starts with the right ideas. Surround yourself with the right people. And obviously, these two ladies, Joyce and Briana, they're definitely strong, well-rounded, well-minded ladies who are taking things to the next level, and they've managed to introduce other people to be part of this as well, to help them to grow their brand, their business, because their ultimate goal is to touch the community in any way that they can, to the best way possible, to make sure that everyone is finding a way to get stronger mentally, physically, emotionally. And that's exactly what we need right now. And they took advantage of the time that's available to them because of COVID, because of this whole situation. They put out a product right on time when everything got shut down, and all you had available to you was this. Yeah. And they were able to put something out there for people to benefit from, and lots of people have benefited from. I know I was telling them in the introduction, I have a friend. Actually, I bought these bands for her. I bought these bands for a couple of people. I sent one actually to Toronto to one a girl I grew up with years ago. She had a baby, and she was just like, she actually tried to jump in on a promotion that I did last time, and she missed it. And I told her, listen, I'll send you a pack, don't worry. And she said she's been doing it now since she got it, and she's been on it. I said, hey, if I see something going on for her, your husband messaged me and says, yo, thank you so much for these bands, then I know that she put that into practice. But you know, this is a person who just had a child, and obviously, when a woman is in that situation where they might have lost muscle or their body has changed and adapted, you know, there's simple tools that you can use to better yourself and to better your body and to improve yourself and get yourself stronger. And that's what these ladies are out here trying to do. They're trying to promote wellness in the best way possible. And we really do appreciate that. I appreciate it. My wife appreciates it because she uses these bands too, and everyone else who has made that purchase, they definitely appreciate it as well. So I thank you, ladies, for being part of this episode. Once again, getyourz.ca. Make sure you place your order. They have promo codes that you can reach out to them and ask for as well. They're on Instagram at, is it getyourz_, right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. So GETYOURZ_. So make sure you check them out, show them some love. Make sure that you hit up Briana, make sure that you hit up Joyce, and make sure that you continue to support your local businesses out there. We're out here hustling, doing the best that we can, guys. So please, if you can, make sure that you shop local and make sure that you get yourself on these bands, because trust me when I tell you, when you see summertime rolls around, shorts are out again. And when you see me come through wearing shorts again, and people ask me, how'd you get them hamstring, bro? I say, listen, boom, 3 colors.
Yes,
green, gray, and blue, gray, and purple.
Yeah,
I need to know. It's like waving a flag outside of my car. But any way that we can show our support, for sure, we're gonna make sure you do that, guys. If you want to get yourself get your hands on a pack of bands, make sure that you check out the website right now. They do have special promos that they throw out here and there, and maybe just maybe there'll be another promotion that I'll throw out for people to get a chance to access the pack of bands for themselves. So I got some in my house here that I'm willing to share and to give away as well, and to continue to support you, ladies. So ladies, once again, thank you so much for the opportunity for me to get a chance to talk to you guys, and for us to get a chance to know more about how you started your business and how you guys are getting things to grow. And we look forward to seeing much more success going forward into the future. Once again, we thank you for listening to another episode of the Hustlers Journal. We are featured on Apple, Spotify, Google Podcasts, on Anchor. This video will also be available on YouTube. We check out the preview on Instagram through the Hustlers Journal Pod, as well as on my personal or fitness Instagram at goodfit_fitness. So make sure you check that out, guys. It's your boy, Coach K. It's Joyce. It's Briana. Get yours. Let's get it done, guys. Peace out. Enjoy.
Thank you.